What's up, witches? My name is Taylor, and I'm the Tempest Witch here on YouTube. One of my lights just went out. Big yikes. Why did you unplug? You were fine a moment ago. Let's try that. Is that okay? We're gonna find out. What's up, witches? My name is Taylor, and I'm the Tempest Witch here on YouTube. And today we're gonna talk about pineapple weed. Wild chamomile, or pineapple weed as most people call it, is in the daisy family in addition to the ragweed family. Try one more time. You were just reviewing your notes. What's your problem? Pineapple weed, or also called wild chamomile, is in the daisy family. So it's similar to the oxeye daisies we were talking about the other week. It's called pineapple weed because it's very aromatic. It smells like chunks of pineapple, and apparently it tastes like it as well. It just smells so lovely. Just like, not quite chunks of pineapple, but the sweetness of like apples. Definitely in there. Apparently it is super invasive and will establish itself anywhere where there is loose or upturned dirt. So the edges of your property line, in ditches, in the sides of fields, you're probably going to find this anywhere that there's disturbed earth. Originally it was in Eastern Russia and Asia, and it just kind of made its way into the Americas, and it's kind of established itself and become a lot more hardy. It's learned to accept the climate here, and it regrows every year. So it's very invasive. DNR says just pull it out by the roots if you find it and you want to use it for stuff. Absolutely great. It's definitely more of a culinary herb than it is a medicinal herb, but does have some medicinal properties. It's a really good addition to salads. People say that adding cheese to counteract the sweetness of pineapple weed is a really good way to make a salad. In addition, you can dry or you can just leave them fresh and boil them into a tea, which is apparently also delicious and very sweet. In addition to making a relaxing tea, it does have some medicinal properties, some of those including it helps soothe and treat respiratory issues. Like I said, it is in the daisy family and it is closely related to chamomile, so it's got a very soothing property to it. It's also good for easing inflammations as well as urinary tract infections, so that's pretty cool. It's just a very relaxing herb. It's said that you want to pick it when it's still kind of green, because once it gets to be yellow and flowering, it can get to be a little bitter, so you want to get it in the bud stage to make it into a tea, because otherwise you're not having as much of the lovely flavor and you get a lot of the bitterness that cuts through all the sweetness. So just keep that in mind if you find it. But because of the sweet aroma that comes off of pineapple weed, it's said also to be used as a perfume. So you can bottle it and make it into an oil that would then hold the aromatic oils in it to then make it into a perfume, which is pretty cool. In addition, it's said to repel mosquitoes if you put it in a decoction. So you make it into a tea and have the boiling flowers in it and then just leave it outside near you. It's said to act as a mosquito repellent, which is pretty nifty considering that sweet smells usually attract mosquitoes instead of repel them. Just a few cautionary tales in the way of pineapple weed. Because it is in the daisy family, it is also closely related to ragweed. So if you are allergic to ragweed, I would highly recommend avoiding this plant just because you probably have an allergic reaction to it. It's the same thing we said about the oxeye daisies when we did that video a few weeks ago. It is also warned that you should not ingest this if you have any kind of reaction once you touch the plant. So topical irritation is one thing, but if you're getting irritation on your hands when you're touching it and then you ingest it, it's just gonna make you have a really bad day. In addition, if you have hay fever, they recommend not using this plant just because it'll usually cause adverse side effects and reactions, and we don't want that for you. So if you touch the plant and you start seeing blotches on your hand or rashes or bumps, just put it down, get yourself some hydrocortisone, don't take it internally. Be smart, please. One of the cool things about pineapple weed is that it's mainly relatively safe for beginner foragers because it looks very distinct. There's not many other flowers that look this way, and because it lacks flowering heads, they'll turn into flowers eventually. But in this stage, they do not flower, which a lot of their lookalikes do. So you can distinctly tell that this is pineapple weed and not anything else like ragweed. doesn't look like ragweed, but it's still in the same family. Anyway, pineapple weed, or Matricaria discoidea, is a very popular plant in our area. So as I do, I looked through my stack of books, and in all of my books that I have, I could not find a single thing on this plant. Not one mention, not one anything. So all of my resources came from online sources that I cross-referenced because I did look. I did not find anything. So I'm assuming it's not a super popular plant just based on the fact that it wasn't in any of these. So just keep that in mind. If you're looking to do research on it, you might not find it in books. You might have to just look at online resources. But yeah, that's pineapple weed. It's pretty low-key. Mainly it's just delightful for the scent of it. I'm just gonna keep smelling it. When you just smell it as it goes, it smells like chamomile, but once you squish the buds themselves, that's when it smells like pineapple. I hope you found this interesting. I hope you're enjoying this series as much as I am. It's just bringing me a lot of joy and fulfillment, just being able to go outside and find cool plants every day. So I hope you're enjoying it as much as I am, and I hope y'all have a great one, and I'll see you on the next one. Skål, my friends.